Today's video is sponsored by Butcher Box. Sponsored but not sponsored.
What you doing, baby?
Making some sweet potato souffle.
Three and a half. Six and a half. This is something you got to get used to if you're building a bus. You're always constantly having to figure out things. Oh snap. That freaking thing just broke off. See what I mean? Constantly having to figure something out. That drill bit, the tip of it just broke off in that hole I just drilled. So I'm gonna move it up just a hair. But it's a blade bit. And I'm not sure how well this is gonna work, so. Oh, that worked perfect. Should have used that thing from to begin with. Yes. Okay. That's insane right there, man. Shoot. That's crazy. Butter. Like butter. I just realized that when I ran this hot PEX on the top, and I needed to run it on in the bottom holes. So this right here, this paddle bit, just became one of the most important tools on this bus build. Allow me to explain a little bit further. You guys remember the frustration earlier when I was using the wrong drill bit? Those frustrations, or failures if you will, are very important in life. These teach you to be resilient. They teach you to figure out a different way, a different path than what you've been stuck on. In the end, as long as you don't give up, you've learned something that will be with you forever. This is why that paddle bit is now the most important tool during this build. It represents patience, learning, resilience, and most importantly, positive change, so that you can move forward and use better systems to improve whatever you're doing in life. Embrace those frustrations and learn from them, and always move forward. Make sure that you get your cuts really flush and square with this PEX. You don't want it to be angled, like see how that one's a little bit angled. You want it to be as straight as possible. And slow and steady wins the race here. I've already got my holes pre-cut. All right. Cool. Let's check it off. We've checked off sand white doors. Check off put fittings in cold water packs. Check off run cold water packs. Check off install vanity. And that's it. All right. Time to move on to the next set of the list, so we'll be with you in just a second. Okay, so here we are on the back of the bus, and I've got some parts laid out. These are going to be pretty much all the pieces that I'm going to need, I believe, to run the pipe from the vanity to the washer dryer, and then from the washer dryer it's going to split out and it'll run behind the refrigerator and then behind the cabinet and countertop that I'm going to have, and then through the floor into a gray water tank. So I've just got some various elbows, a 90-degree and a 45-degree, and I've got a coupling here that'll reduce a 1 1/4 inch pipe down to a 1 1/2 inch pipe. Tape measure. I've got my purple primer and cement. Got some galvanized hanger, metal hanger strapping that I'll show you what we're going to do with that. And then I've got a flexible 90-degree and just a screwdriver. I've got, this is just for mock-up because, you know, this is of course installed and hanging down in my vanity, so I'm just going to get everything fit together first, and then once I get it fit together, then I'll be able to figure out how to put it all in. I've removed the vanity, removed the, you know, both removable walls, in the one in the closet, one in the vanity room, and then we've got another removable wall that's, you know, behind the washer dryer. So what I did, came down to where I thought I would be able to kind of run the drain through the back of the vanity. And then I came to my studs here that I installed, and I went ahead and cut them about 3 inches out of them. And I did that here, here, and then behind the washing machine, washer dryer. So what I did was I took and I cut this first, because that's going to be my highest point of the pipe. Then I came down here and I went down about 1 inch, and then I came down here and I went down another inch. That way my pipe slopes down, so I'll get some good drainage. Then I had to notch out a little piece of this wall back here, if you can see that, to accept the pipe. Once I get this piece of piping in, I'm going to use that metal strapping. I'm going to take, I've got some foam wrap insulation. I'm going to wrap around each one of these little points where it meets the metal back here. And then I'm going to put this in, and I'm going to strap each one of these down so I get zero movement out of this pipe once we're going. So my pipe comes down like this. This is the sink, of course. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this slip joint fitting. I'll slide that in there like that. I cut this small piece of 1.5 inch pipe. That'll go like that. It's gonna go on there. So this, of course, it'll be much shorter. But then this will plumb in like that. I'm going to take this over right now though, and I'm going to mount it in the sink, and then I'm going to figure out how long this piece of pipe needs to be.
Ouch, baby. Very ouch.
Alrighty. So this goes like that. So what I'm gonna have to do, I still got to glue everything in. It's just mocked up for right now. But I did a 1/4, again, a 1/4 to 1.5 reducer. I mean expander, however you want to say it. And then I cut about a 2-inch piece of PVC, just big enough to get that and a 1.5 inch elbow connected. And then that elbow just goes into a straight piece of pipe that goes into this 90-degree rubber. 90-degree rubber goes through the vanity, then through the wall, and then 90 degrees into the pipe, which is strapped into the wall, and then runs straight back through here. So yeah, that metal strapping right there is just to keep this pipe from vibrating. It ain't going nowhere. It's not going to vibrate at all now.